Mosquitoes are found all over the world. There are 23 different kinds or species of mosquitoes in Orange County. One of the most interesting facts about mosquitoes is their life cycle. This life cycle is very important to people who are trying to control mosquitoes. Much like a butterfly, mosquitoes have 4 stages in their life cycle: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. Adult female mosquitoes lay their eggs on the water surface in a mass known as an egg raft. Eggs of some species can develop in as little as a 1/4 inch of water. Once the eggs hatch, usually in a couple days, the baby mosquitoes are called larvae, or they are sometimes known as wigglers. The larvae develop quickly. At this stage of their life cycle, they do not look at all like mosquitoes. Larvae are very active, and when people see the wigglers moving in the water, they often think they are tadpoles. Can you see the difference? Mosquito larvae can develop into the 3rd stage, called pupa, or tumblers, in 3 to 5 days, depending on the temperature. Warmer weather causes faster development. Most insect pupae are immobile, meaning they do not move because the pupae are in a cocoon. However, mosquito pupae are quite active. In as little time as a day, the adult mosquito emerges from the pupa. This change from egg to larva to pupa to adult is called metamorphosis. Like all insects, adult mosquitoes have 3 body parts: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. The head is where the mosquito's brain, eyes, antenna, and mouth is located. The mouth is what the mosquito bites you with. Not all mosquitoes bite. Only female mosquitoes bite. Male mosquitoes and female mosquitoes without eggs usually feed on plant nectar and ripe fruit, just like many butterflies. Male mosquitoes do not even have the same specialized mouth that females do, making it impossible for them to bite. Female mosquitoes have what is known as a piercing sucking mouthparts, or a proboscis. This proboscis is like a pointed straw. First, the mosquito pierces the skin of the host. When she finds a good spot, she injects a little saliva to keep the blood from clotting. If the blood was allowed to clot, it would be impossible for the mosquito to suck it in through her proboscis. The injection of saliva is when she transmits any disease she may be carrying. Right behind the head is the thorax. All 6 legs and the wings are attached to the thorax. The thorax is the body part that allows the mosquito to fly or walk. This is the segment that makes movement possible. Behind the thorax is the abdomen. The abdomen contains the reproductive system and much of the digestive system. The abdomen is segmented and flexible, allowing it to expand when the mosquito feeds. Like all insects, mosquitoes have an exoskeleton. This means their skeleton is on the outside of their body. Still, it is important to avoid mosquito bites as much as we can. With the arrival of West Nile virus, people have started to pay more attention to reducing mosquito populations at home and avoiding mosquito bites. We will never eliminate every mosquito, but there are several things that can be done to help with the situation. Orange County Vector Control District is one of more than 80 different agencies in California that are working hard to control mosquitoes. Some places where mosquitoes can develop are open storm channels, underground storm sewers, and hundreds of places where water collects in gutters. Rainfall occurring is one way the containers get filled, but sprinklers are also another way that containers can get filled that can breed mosquitoes. One of the most common places where mosquitoes can develop is in backyards. Any container that can hold a 1/4 inch of water is a potential breeding source for mosquitoes. Vector Control focuses its efforts on controlling mosquitoes by attacking these mosquitoes when they are at their larva and pupa stage. The most efficient way to eliminate mosquitoes is to eliminate the standing water they need to develop. This is often not possible in the wetlands and marshes, but this is the best way to control mosquitoes in places like flood channels and backyards. The Orange County Vector Control District works to keep storm channels open and free of debris that could stop water. As long as the water is moving, mosquitoes will not lay eggs in it. Did you know that the district treats over 1,700 miles of open storm channels and 2,100 miles of underground storm sewers every 10 to 12 days? The only way to treat these places is with chemicals that only target mosquitoes. The materials the district uses are very safe and are actually not poison. They work by blocking parts of the life cycle. One way they work is to stop the pupa from developing into adults. Another way they work is to make it impossible for the larvae to digest their food, so they starve to death. Almost every backyard has some kind of container that can hold water. Remember, it only takes a 1/4 inch of water for a week to produce mosquitoes. Empty containers each time the sprinklers or rain fill them. If you can't dump it, wash the old water and larvae out with a hose when you water. If you can't empty or flush it out, the most effective way to control mosquito larvae is to use mosquito fish. These fish actually eat the mosquito larvae. Do you know a swimming pool that is not being used and is turning green? How about a fish pond that doesn't have fish in it anymore? These are great places for the Orange County Vector Control District to put in mosquito fish. We do not put mosquito fish in natural streams or ponds. Do you know why? They are an invasive species, and we do not want to introduce them into natural areas. Even if you work together with vector control, it is not possible to eliminate every single mosquito. There are a few simple steps you can take to protect yourself and your family to make sure no one gets bit by a mosquito. First, you should make sure that all of your window and door screens are in good repair and properly installed. Next, you should try to stay inside when mosquitoes are most active. This is usually at sunrise and sunset. If you have to go outside when mosquitoes are active, you should wear a mosquito repellent containing DEET, oil of lemon eucalyptus, or picaridin. Make sure to follow all of the labeled directions. You should also wear long sleeves and long pants if possible when you are outdoors when mosquitoes are active. When you get home, you should look around your yard and your neighborhood for places where mosquitoes can develop. Pay close attention to your own yard. Look for anything that can hold even a little bit of water. Empty things that you can, like bowls and cans, and leave them upside down. Or move them someplace where they will not get filled again when it rains or the sprinklers come on. Flush out anything that is too big to empty. Ask for help if you need it. If you find a pond or pool you think may be producing mosquitoes, call the district and we will take care of it for you. By just adjusting our sprinkler timers, we can reduce the amount of water we are putting on our gardens and lawns. By making sure we are not overwatering, we can eliminate the water in gutters and storm drains and keep them from producing mosquitoes. If you and your family follow these precautions for personal protection, you can reduce the chances of getting sick from mosquito-borne diseases. And if we all work together, we can make Orange County a safe place from mosquitoes.